Hello, welcome back to another Tabletop Talk. Today I was creating some envelopes for a couple of my new seasons, and I decided I would go ahead and create some for my very first season I ever purchased, and that's the 1983 set. The very first replay I ever did was with the 1983 Astros, and so again, they've been in rubber bands up till now, and so I thought I would put them in something that was more protective. So doing some reminiscing. So these were just advanced. They weren't super advanced, at least in some ways they were, but overall they weren't. So you can see that they were the old where they were pre-cut. So I do miss those days. No colors on the back, and I think I actually preferred that overall. Now they got the blue and the red. You can see there's no balk rating. This is Frank DiPino. No wild pitch. All the pitchers were twos. They did have E ratings, and they had fatigue ratings. But again, a lot of the amenities, super advanced amenities, were not available at that time. So I did this whole replay by hand, cards and dice. Obviously didn't have computers in 1984, at least I didn't. And I just replayed all of the Astro games, and so I kept the other teams with their regular records. So I won enough games to beat the Dodgers. Then a friend of mine, I did all the solo by myself, but when I got to the playoffs, he played the Phillies, and I beat them, and then he played the Orioles, and I beat them. So I actually won the World Series in my very first game. So I'm thinking about using the computer and replaying this and doing this again. I have to do a little research. It's been a long time since I've played just advanced, so I'm not really up on the rules. But this team had Jose Cruz. Dave Gardner was doing a game with the Astros, and so that kind of made me want to get these out. And like I said, they've been in rubber bands up till now, and so I wanted to get them in envelopes because, as you can see, they've seen some action. So I got Nolan Ryan on this team, and Mike Scott. He was hurt part of the year. So they had a pretty good bullpen. Bill Dolly, and Frank DiPino, the lefty. So they had a righty-lefty. Dave Smith, he had some better years after this, but he had a decent year. So not a bad starting rotation. Joe Niekro was a little bit above average. So anyway, that was kind of a trip down memory lane. And like I said, some of these are pretty worn. It's interesting. They do have super advanced stealing. It's just not on the cards. They were actually on this. So you can see that, they've got how many they stole, how many times they were caught. And then, the stuff that's on the cards now. So they did have the super advanced stealing. They didn't have the ballpark ratings. That wasn't until 1985. And I do have the 85 set. And so that was really cool. I remember when that first came out. But in 83, there was no ballpark ratings. So then here's the American League stealing. So again, I can do the super advanced stealing. And then, of course, everybody remembers the advanced strategy. And then you got the advanced strategy chart on the back. So I'll be using that. And then this is the advanced fielding chart. So instead of, it's either they get to it or it checks their E. It's not both like it is on super advanced. So I don't know if you can use super advanced with these ratings. I mean, they do have let me see, look at Tony Scott here. They do have a range rating and an E rating and an arm rating. But again, I don't know if you could use the super advanced chart for that or not, but it was made for advanced, so I will use the advanced. It'd be kind of fun to go back and play the old advanced. So you can see here what I'm using to store them in. I got these at Walmart. I think they're 7 liter maybe. And in this particular one, I have the 1983 season and the 1984 National League. I got the complete 85, but for some reason in 84 I just bought the National League and I didn't get the extra players. So I actually have an extra set of extra players for 83. So that was interesting. So I don't know how I ended up with 2 sets of those. I wish that was 84 instead. But at any rate, I've got extra set there if I ever need them. So again, I probably will, as far as setting up the replay on the computer, when you pick to install the season, it gives you the option to do the as played or the original, and I've always done the as played. So for this one, I think I'm going to do the original. And again, I have the extra players, so it won't be as played, and it'll be doing just the players who are carded. And so that'll be kind of interesting. I can make my own rotation. I'll probably do injuries, and probably input the stats as opposed to just rolling the dice. Because I'm kind of getting to where I'm enjoying doing the work myself and, checking the chart. And I have never done advanced on the computer. I've only done super advanced, so I don't know if it would even let you do advanced or not. But so when I set up the replay, I'll probably just go ahead and do it, input what happened myself. And then that way I can autoplay the other games and play just the Astro games, and that, got my standings and league leaders and all that kind of fun stuff. So I'm actually a little bit geeked about this. Got a lot of projects going, so I don't know how far I'll get with it, but getting them out today kind of got me itching to do it. I created this after the fact. I'll show you all one thing if I can find one that I still have. I actually use stickers. Let's see if I've got Minnesota or not. And I kind of kept them. Yeah, so you can see this is what I actually did way back in the day. They actually used to be one that's like a little thing that said Twins, but it fell off. But that's what I created in 1984. Found some stickers, and again, the Astros has long fallen off, so I just threw it away. But the ones that where the sticker was still there, I hung on to them. So anyway, just kind of a fun thing. A lot of memories. Spent a lot of time playing this. Like I said, I had one friend who would play with me, and then most of the time though I'd play by myself. But when we got to the playoffs in the World Series, we needed to have. I had to have an opponent, not myself. So doing the computer, I will have the computer manager. So anyway, I just wanted to share that. The original sets I have, like I said, I've got 83, 84 National League. I have the 85 set, and I have the 87. And so I don't have, for some reason, I never bought the 86. So with them coming out with the 86 Super Advanced next year, that fits my inventory perfectly. So I'm looking forward to that. And then also the 47 set would be really good. So that's what I was doing mainly today, making the envelopes for and tearing apart the 38 set I got, and then that new 24 set that Strat was so nice to replace. That was ruined from the water damage. At least most of them were. And so anyway, just a throwback to my very first Strat-O-Matic set. And like I said, I'm looking forward to maybe replaying this and reliving some old memories. So that should be fun. If anybody's interested, maybe put your first Strat set. I think that we had a conversation, something like this, in one of the other videos. I don't think it was quite as detailed as this. Maybe when I was showing a tour of my gaming space, maybe that was what it was. One other thing I wanted to show is that with this particular set, it's the old pitcher hitting cards where it only went to 4. So I didn't remember having a set of these, but I actually did, which is great. because I don't know if the 1 through 4 on the new pitcher hitting cards would be the same as these 1 through 4s. I'm guessing not. I'm guessing the 1 through 8 is kind of prorated, so 4 isn't 4 here. So I was actually glad that I actually still had a set of these. So I will be using these for this particular project. And so that was kind of cool. I wanted to show those because I didn't think I had them still, but I did. So anyway, if you want to put in the comments your first set that you got was Strat or even APBA. I know I've got a lot of APBA fans out there. So for some reason, I started with Strat, and I've watched a few APBA, people playing APBA, and it just, for some reason, never grabbed me. I'm positive it's a great game, but I think we tend to typically go with what we start with, and so it was Strat for me, and I have loved it and enjoyed it. Again, enjoying all the new games as well, but always go back to Strat, is one of my favorites. So anyway, I appreciate it very much, and I will see you next time.